Hold on tight. Cosmic energy is shifting fast. The April portal is officially open, and with Mercury blazing into bold Aries, we are stepping into a time of rapid communication, fiery ideas, and powerful new beginnings. Whether you're deeply in tune with astrology or just curious about how the stars might be stirring things up, this celestial event is one you don't want to ignore. In this guide, we'll break down 8 crucial things you need to know to navigate this transit with clarity, confidence, and cosmic alignment. Let's dive in. Before the portal closes. Astrological significance of Mercury entering Aries. The cosmic ignition has begun. Mercury, the planet that rules over our thoughts, communication, intellect, travel, technology, and even how we process information, has made a bold move into Aries, a zodiac sign known for its fire, independence, and go-getter spirit. When these two forces combine, we experience a powerful surge of mental energy, passion, and clarity that can feel both exhilarating and intense. Understanding Mercury's role in astrology. To grasp the full impact, let's start with Mercury itself. Often associated with the Roman messenger god, Mercury governs the speed and style of how we think, speak, learn, and share ideas. It rules over our everyday exchanges, our inner dialogue, the way we write, teach, and even how we handle tech and travel logistics. It's fast-moving, agile, and analytical, always seeking to connect the dots and communicate efficiently. When Mercury is in a sign like Pisces, for example, it becomes dreamy, intuitive, and poetic. But now, that's all changing. Enter Aries, the fire starter of the zodiac. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac for a reason. It's the initiator, the pioneer, the sign that doesn't ask for permission. It acts. Governed by Mars, the planet of action, Aries' energy is bold, fearless, impulsive, and raw. It's the spark that lights the match. And when Mercury moves into this fiery terrain, it takes on a whole new personality. What happens when Mercury enters Aries? Think of it like putting Mercury on a motorcycle and flooring the gas. The mind speeds up, conversations become more direct, confident, and even confrontational. People are less interested in small talk and more focused on getting to the point. You might feel a burst of motivation to speak your truth, pitch an idea, or finally confront something that's been bothering you. There's a now or never quality to this transit. You may find yourself making quick decisions, jumping into new projects, or suddenly realizing exactly what you want and going for it. That clarity can be incredibly liberating, especially if you've been stuck in analysis paralysis. But like fire, this energy needs to be handled with care. Mercury in Aries can also lead to verbal clashes, impatience, and impulsive communication. Words can fly before we fully think them through. Arguments can escalate quickly if we're not mindful. The lesson here is, speak your truth, but don't burn bridges while you do it. How this transit affects you personally. Everyone will feel this shift, but how strongly it hits depends on your own birth chart. If you have Aries placements, especially Sun, Moon, Mercury, or Rising, expect this to feel supercharged, a mental and verbal power-up. If Aries falls in a specific house of your chart, that's the area where you'll feel the biggest surge of momentum. This is also a great time to start a new venture or idea you've been sitting on. Speak confidently in interviews or meetings. Write, create, or brainstorm with bold originality. Have honest conversations that may have been avoided. On the flip side, be cautious of blurting things out without thinking, being overly defensive in conversations, rushing into decisions that need more thought, tech glitches or miscommunications fueled by impatience. This transit is a cosmic invitation to own your voice, to stop doubting your ideas and start sharing them, to speak up in places you've been silent, to be the spark that sets your own world on fire in the best way possible. Mercury in Aries doesn't wait for the right moment, it creates it. Just remember, every fire needs direction. Use this energy to light your path forward, not to scorch the ground behind you. The concept of the April portal in spiritual or astrological beliefs. Across spiritual traditions and modern metaphysical circles, the idea of energetic portals has grown in significance. These are believed to be cosmic windows, periods of time when the energy on Earth shifts, aligns, and opens in a way that allows for deeper connection with higher realms, our intuitive selves, and the creative force of the universe. These portals are not imagined, they are felt. People often describe them as sudden moments of clarity, creative breakthroughs, heightened emotion, or intense inner stirring that seems to have no direct explanation. It feels as though the air is charged with purpose. And in the wheel of the year, April is one of those charged points. Known among spiritual communities as the April portal, this moment is often considered one of the most potent times for alignment, activation, and transformation. What is an energetic portal? Energetic portals can be understood as natural alignments in cosmic, planetary, or numerological patterns that amplify energy around certain themes: transformation, manifestation, spiritual awakening, or healing. They are often correlated with celestial events such as astrological transits, like Mercury or the Sun entering Aries, equinoxes and solstices, seasonal turning points, lunar and solar events, new moons, full moons, eclipses, numerological power dates like 4/4, 4/11, 4/22. During these times, spiritual seekers, energy workers, and astrologers alike report a thinning of the veil between the physical and the metaphysical. It becomes easier to receive intuitive insight, process inner healing, and align with your soul's higher timeline. These are not passive periods. They call for conscious engagement. Why April? The power of the first fire. April follows the entrance of the Sun into Aries, the first sign of the zodiac. This marks the start of the astrological new year and carries the archetypal energy of initiation, rebirth, and forward motion. Aries is ruled by Mars, a planet of drive, courage, and raw vitality. When Mercury enters Aries, as it does during this particular April portal, it adds mental fuel to the fire. Thought speeds up. Ideas spark like kindling. There's an urgency to express, to act, to begin. The energy of April is, in many ways, primal. It's the energy of nature pushing through the last frost, seeds cracking open, dreams once dormant beginning to take root. And energetically, we feel this in our bodies and spirits. There is a deep pull to shed the old skin, to stop waiting, and to begin something authentic, bold, and soul-aligned. What happens during the April portal? This portal tends to amplify certain energetic experiences. You might notice a sense of urgency to move forward with something you've been avoiding, unusually vivid dreams, synchronicities, or intuitive downloads. Emotional surges as old patterns come to the surface for release. A magnetic pull toward new beginnings, creative ideas, life shifts, or spiritual practices. A sharpening of personal truth. What felt fuzzy before suddenly becomes clear. An increase in collective energy, heightened sensitivity to global or societal changes. This is not a time of passivity. The April portal calls you to step into your next phase, not just imagine it. If you've been stuck, hesitant, or waiting for a sign, this is it. The portal opens when you decide to walk through it. Working with the April portal, while the energy may be strong, it's up to you to engage with it. Spiritual tools can be powerful, but the portal responds most strongly to intention, presence, and action. Here are grounded ways to channel this energy, its intentions with precision. This is a potent time to name your desires. Be honest and specific. What are you calling in? What are you releasing? What do you want to experience differently by the end of this cycle? Clear emotional and energetic clutter. The portal's energy can be blocked by unresolved emotions, old stories, or limiting beliefs. Journaling, energy healing, breathwork, or simply having honest conversations can open the space for what's next. Align action with insight. As ideas arrive or insights land, don't hesitate. This is not the season for endless preparation. Start, speak, apply, launch. Take the first step. The portal responds to momentum. Connect to nature and the rhythms around you. April's energy is mirrored in the natural world. Step outside. Watch what is blooming, stirring, moving. These are not separate energies. They're reflections of your own internal season. Stay grounded through movement and ritual. The fire energy can be intense. Ground yourself through movement, walking, stretching, yoga, or by creating simple, sacred rituals that remind your body and spirit you are safe and supported. Urgent cosmic events and their claimed effects on daily life. Throughout history, humanity has looked to the sky for answers. From ancient astronomers tracking lunar cycles to modern astrologers decoding planetary movements, we've long believed that what happens above us somehow influences what unfolds within and around us. In spiritual and metaphysical traditions, cosmic events are more than just astronomical occurrences. They are seen as energetic disruptions or activations that ripple into our daily lives. Right now, we're in the midst of what many spiritual communities refer to as a period of cosmic urgency, a cluster of intense planetary movements, solar activity, and energetic shifts all converging at once. And according to these beliefs, this isn't just about the stars moving. It's about how those movements are activating something within you. What are urgent cosmic events? Urgent or high-impact cosmic events are often defined as significant planetary transits, such as Mercury entering Aries, Pluto changing signs, or Mars conjuncting Saturn. Eclipses, solar and lunar, both considered portals for rapid transformation. Equinoxes and solstices, seasonal turning points where energy resets or surges. New or full moons, especially supermoons or those occurring on potent dates. Retrogrades, notably Mercury, Venus, and Mars, which can dramatically affect perception and energy. Solar flares or geomagnetic storms, which some believe disrupt human biofields or consciousness. Numerological gateways, e.g., repeating number dates like 44, 11, 11. In spiritual and energy-based teachings, these events are seen as moments of intensified frequency, where the energetic field of the earth is shifting, and our internal systems, mental, emotional, spiritual, and even physical, respond to that change. Commonly claimed effects on daily life. While there's no consensus or scientific measurement for how cosmic events affect us on a personal level, many people consistently report patterns that align with these high-energy moments. These include mental and emotional sensitivity, feeling mentally foggy, overstimulated, or hyper-aware, sudden clarity or intuitive insight, emotional highs and lows, as if you're clearing something old, a sense of internal pressure, urgency, or restlessness, disruptions to technology and communication, increased tech glitches, missed messages, or miscommunication, especially during Mercury retrogrades, unexpected delays or travel issues, feeling off in conversations or noticing more misunderstandings, sleep and physical changes, trouble falling asleep or waking at odd hours, intense dreams, often symbolic or emotionally charged, feeling unusually tired, wired, or physically heavy, headaches, dizziness, or pressure in the body, often with no medical cause, shifts in focus and behavior, the urge to declutter, make sudden life changes, or start something new, feeling overwhelmed by external noise and craving solitude, ending toxic patterns or relationships, suddenly, unexplainable motivation, or lack thereof, that seems to come in waves. Why do these events feel so intense? It's not just the movement of a planet, it's the symbolic archetype it represents and the energy it activates in the collective and in the individual. For example, Mercury entering Aries is not just an astrological update. It marks a shift toward fast, fiery, assertive mental energy. People may suddenly feel more decisive, confrontational, or inspired to speak truths they've held in. Eclipses are considered emotional wildcards. They tend to bring endings, revelations, and fated events. Life can accelerate, collapse, or completely reroute around them. Solar flares and geomagnetic storms are reported to influence mood, memory, and energy levels, not just due to the electromagnetic impact, but also the belief that our energetic bodies are highly sensitive to Earth's magnetic field. When several of these events overlap, it creates what spiritual communities often describe as a cosmic crescendo, a surge in energy that can lead to breakthroughs, breakdowns, or both. How to navigate cosmic intensity. Whether or not you believe in energetic influence, tuning into your body, emotions, and environment during these periods can be helpful. Here's how to stay grounded when things feel chaotic or accelerated. Slow down and breathe. When the world feels like it's speeding up, the most radical thing you can do is slow down. Conscious breathwork, walks in nature, or simply doing nothing for a few minutes can help regulate your nervous system. Observe. Without over-identifying, use cosmic events as a mirror, not a script. Ask yourself, what is this stirring in me? What is being revealed? Don't use astrology or energy updates to predict doom. Use them to grow awareness. Get curious, not reactive. Feeling agitated, triggered, or extra sensitive? Treat it as an invitation to look deeper. What pattern is this highlighting? What truth wants to be expressed? Protect your energy. Limit exposure to drama, noise, or emotional clutter. High energy periods are best used for integration, creativity, or aligned action, not getting swept up in chaos. Set clear intentions. Cosmic energy may amplify what you're already putting out. Make sure your focus is intentional. What are you calling in? Where do you want this surge to take you? Key takeaways or actions during major astrological transits. Astrological transits, like Mercury entering Aries, a full moon eclipse, or a Pluto shift, are often described as cosmic weather patterns. Some bring clarity and forward momentum. Others stir emotion, delay progress, or push us to let go of what no longer fits. While we can't control these celestial movements, we can choose how we respond to them. Knowing how to navigate major transits isn't about prediction or fear. It's about awareness. Awareness gives you choice, and choice puts the power back in your hands. What is a transit exactly? In astrology, a transit is when a planet moves into a new sign, makes an angle to another planet, or aligns with a significant point in your natal chart. These events can be short and sharp, like Mercury entering Aries, or slow and deep, like Pluto entering Aquarius. Some transits feel external, like a sudden change, delay, or opportunity. Others stir the internal landscape, your emotions, thoughts, values, or sense of identity. But no matter what kind of transit you're facing, the same truth applies. Every shift is an invitation, a moment to pause, realign, and consciously choose how to move forward. Core takeaways during major transits. Here are the main lessons or reminders to hold on to when the skies are shifting. Everything is temporary, but some moments are pivotal. Not every transit will change your life, but some will leave a lasting imprint. If things feel heightened, trust that it's happening for you, not to you. These energetic peaks often become the turning points we later look back on with clarity. Ask yourself, what feels like it's reaching a breaking point? What am I finally ready to say or do? Energy moves in cycles, not straight lines. Major astrological events don't offer instant results. They open processes, emotional, spiritual, creative. Some days you'll feel energized, other days you may feel like you're unraveling. This is normal. Growth doesn't happen in a straight line. Action step. Be gentle with yourself. Your body and mind are adjusting. Don't rush clarity. Let it unfold. Use awareness to break old patterns. During powerful transits, old behaviors often resurface, not to trap you, but to give you a choice. You're not being tested. You're being invited to respond differently than you did last time. Ask yourself, what familiar story or emotion is showing up? What would it look like to choose a new response? Stay present, not predictive. It's tempting to overthink what's coming next, especially during intense cosmic windows. But transits are here to return your awareness to the now, not drag you into the future. What matters is how you show up today. Anchor yourself by journaling your current thoughts and feelings, practicing 5 to 10 minutes of stillness daily, noticing where your attention drifts and bringing it back gently. Practical actions to align with cosmic shifts. These are small, intentional steps you can take during key astrological transits to stay grounded and responsive instead of reactive. Reflect before you react. High-energy days can spark emotional responses. Slow down your first instinct. Let it settle. Often the real message lies just beneath the surface. Try taking 3 deep breaths before responding to anything triggering. Writing down what you feel before acting on it. Clarify what you're calling in. When a new transit begins, it's a great time to set fresh intentions. Focus not just on what you want, but who you're ready to become. Ask, who am I becoming in this chapter? What energy am I ready to embody more consistently? Let go of what doesn't match your next phase. Transits often shake loose what no longer fits. That can mean outdated habits, toxic relationships, or beliefs that once kept you safe but now keep you stuck. Let the shedding happen. Action. List 3 things you're ready to release and burn or bury the list as a symbolic act. Take small, aligned action. Cosmic energy amplifies action. You don't need a 10-step plan, just one clear step in the direction of what matters most. Energy follows clarity. Ask, what is one thing I can do today to move toward my goal? Even if it's tiny. Ground your energy. When the skies are wild, stay rooted. Return to your body. Return to nature. Drink water, rest more, and limit overstimulation. Spiritual evolution requires nervous system regulation. Try eating grounding foods, root vegetables, warm meals. Spending time with your feet on the earth, turning off your phone for 1 hour and doing nothing but breathing.